Dr. Zainal Abidin, and ladies and gentlemen, my name is Awangku Alizul Azahari. Awangku Alizul Azahari bin Awangku Matali, currently doing petroleum engineering in second semester. I have three things to ask to the Tun Mahathir. First is the one issue that I want to bring to you that I need your response, and then two questions, followed by two questions. First, this is the issue. I believe that all of you has known about the previous 16 September. The de facto leader of PKR have a dream to change the government, which means the transition of government can be happen in 16 September. But our Prime Minister, Dato' Sri Abdullah Mahbadawi, claimed that that is just a daydream. As one of the citizens of Malaysia, I'm concerned on this issue because either Pak La or Anwar or whatsoever are going to lead us as a citizen of Malaysia. So, as all of you know, either Pak La or Anwar or any other else have their own mission. Therefore, as a citizen of Malaysia, I'm concerning on this transition. So I need your response on this transition of the government, either it is true or not. So go to my second question, my first question. For the past few weeks, 3 people has been arrested under ISA, Internal Security Act, one of the hottest act in Malaysia. Therefore, my question is, I want to ask you whether this ISA is suitable for us or not, because as I have been informed, this ISA has been introduced to us during the communist era. So I want to ask Tun Dr. Mahathir that ISA, is it suitable for us to demolish the ISA? Because currently we are not having the such as the communist issue. I hope that you can get my answer. And my question, sorry. And my last question. Tun Dr. Mahathir, I want to ask you, how was your Raya celebration? Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. This talk about 16th September was started by Datuk Sri Anwar. It seems that he was convinced that on the 16th of September, at least 40 people from the Barisan National would cross over and give him the majority so as to bring down the present government and set up his own government. I don't often agree with Dato' Abdullah, but I agree that this is Anwar's daydream. Somebody asked me, press asked me, what is the vision of Dato' Sri Anwar? And I answered that his vision is to become Prime Minister. That's all. What he wants to do for the betterment of this country, of his people, that seems to be irrelevant to him. He wants to be Prime Minister, one way or another. And he comes up with this 16th September, because on the 16th of September, this is the day that Sabah and Sarawak joined Malaysia to form, joined the Federation of Malaya to form Malaysia. I don't know what is the significance, except that perhaps he thought that people in Sabah and Sarawak would join him. But that is daydreaming. I was asked this question 6 months ago. Will this happen? I said, I see no way that this is going to happen. They are not going to cross over, because if they cross over, they will be placing themselves under a different leader whom they may not like, you see. So I don't think it was going to happen, and it didn't happen. And he changed the date to 23rd of September. Still nothing happens. But now he says, I will not move a motion of non-confidence because now we are having other problems. Even if he moves a motion of non-confidence, he's not going to win because he is in the minority. There is no way he can get the government party to back him. So this is really daydreaming, and it is a kind of thing that some people believe. I was mystified. How can people believe this? It's not going to happen. And of course, it did not happen. Now, with regard to the transition, well, now Dato' Abdullah has said he's not going to contest for the presidency of UMNO. Traditionally, the president of UMNO becomes the prime minister. In fact, what he was saying is that he is not going to be the prime minister after March. It's too late, I think, but he should have stepped down right now. But seems like a very popular statement because you are clapping. Because his successor, whether it be Najib or whoever, needs a lot of time to rebuild the party, to rebuild UMNO, to rebuild MCA, MIC, Gerakan, and to rebuild Barisan Nasional. It takes time to bring back all those supporters who voted for the opposition in March this year. But he wants to delay it by an additional 3 months to March. And all this contributes nothing towards the development or the safety or the well-being of Malaysia. But the transition, I think, is quite real. I think since he will not contest, the divisions are not nominating him to contest. And if he doesn't get 60 nominations, he will not be able to contest. Up till now, he hasn't got one single nomination. So the likelihood is that when the party meets, only one person or two persons will have the necessary qualification to contest, that is to get 60 nominations, and it is left to the delegates to decide who should be the new president and therefore the new prime minister. With regard to ISA, ISA is not meant for detaining opposition leaders unless they have done something that endangers this country. But there was nothing that endangered this country when these people were arrested under ISA. We don't see people in the streets fighting. In 1987, Ops Lalang, a lot of people quote this because this was during my time, and about 100 people were detained under ISA. Most people forget the tension that was found in the country at that time. One soldier shot somebody in Chowkit, I think. And some Chinese people were actually preparing to leave the country because they thought that May 13th is coming back. That was the kind of situation when we decided to use, or the police decided to use the ISA to detain people, including some opposition leaders.